Welcome to Dad's DeFi Space. I'm Kevin, and I'm so grateful you took a moment out of your day to spend it with me, your guide to all things crypto and DeFi. Now, before we begin, remember none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, just a dad who enjoys exploring the crypto and DeFi space. And if you enjoy content like this, please like and subscribe, ping that notification bell, and share this content with anyone who wants to expand their knowledge of crypto and DeFi. Also, please consider checking out our webpage, dadsdefispace.org, free educational articles on DeFi, crypto, a free course, and my community. And consider connecting with me on X, CryptoZone 1013, and Telegram Dad DeFi 1013. Enough of the introductions. Let's get to today's video. I wanted to go over an Aerodrome finance kind of pricing model that we are looking at as far as where we think the price could go. I don't want to get into too much details or even math with this video. But what I would like to do is we're just going to take a look at the fib base extension. And if we go back, hold up, to the bottom of the bottom, right? This is the bottom of our last massive dip, which Monday, April 7th, and we were sitting at 28 cents. And our local top right now is about $1.08, right? And so far, we've corrected down here, but let's go down like we did a full correction and we end up back down at 60 ish, 67, 68 cents. And this is going to give you kind of a roundabout idea where some of the fib lines are meeting. Now, if we actually go where we are now, let's say we have a rebound tomorrow, looking at the fib levels, you can see that our one level is sitting right about $1.47. Now, that's hitting pretty well this line of support, right? And then we have the 1.6, which is close, actually, give or take, let's say $1.93. And then we have our all-time high price, the hold on one second, $2.38, give or take, right? And then we're going to get into some of our price predictions, right? First one I'm probably going to be taking a look at is a 2x from the all-time high, which is 3.88. As you notice, this is not an upper price prediction. These are ladder out points. What that means is that each of these lines on the chart would be where I take 10% off the table, 20% off the table, 50% off the table, and maybe increase that amount as we go higher. And then taking a look after this, it's hard to say where we could go. So this is something with the fib levels. We'll have to take a look at market sentiment, um, the cycle top indicators, like how many of those are going off, and then look at fib levels at that point to see what are some possible price points. So obviously with Aerodrome, my big ladder outs are going to be back around the all-time high. Um, but I'm probably not going to hit the wick. We'll probably say 220 to 225. Yeah, about 225. We'll take some more out as we get up in the $4 range, or excuse me, let's say $3.80 range. And then after that, um, we'll have to reevaluate reevaluate the position. But I expect if Aerodrome was to pop off and just immediately end up back at the all-time high, this whole thing would have to be reevaluated. This is just one way that I look at positions to see where I might take profits. there's different ways you can do this. You can use fib levels, you can use support and resistance levels, you can use you can do market cap analysis. So the top of last cycle, some of the other dexes hit between 5 to $10 billion, let's say. And the fact if Aerodrome was just to get up to almost the size of Uniswap and still have, say, 650 million tokens into circulation. Now, this is it would be an upper estimate, right? The fully diluted value could put Arrow at $11.05 billion evaluation, right? So if you divide that by the $660 million market cap, that would put the price of Aerodrome, if it was able to do that, to $6.50, assuming that there was no change in the circulating supply. And that's probably why you've heard so many people talk about that $5 to $6 range as far as a price point for Aero. And if we go back to our fib retracements, of course, like the 4.2 levels sitting at 3.81, which is below this $6.50. But if you hadn't seen it, it's almost a 2x multiple of our upper range. So our next price point is going to probably be in the 650 range. I'm going to type this onto the chart as a note because as the price intensifies, and we're going to just say market cap like Uniswap equals, excuse me, $6.50. We just leave that as a note on the top part of the chart that we'll look at as the price increases. Now, this hypothetical scenario has a lot to do with tokenomics and how that plays out, the governance system of Aerodrome and reward system, how much the ecosystem's being used, the total market cap of the crypto market, and the success of Aerodrome in the base network and that connection to Coinbase. So there's so many things that you will need to look at if you were wanting to kind of do a price analysis. Now, I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible, and I'm not skipping steps along the way just to give you all the general idea. Thank you for staying with me the entire video, and I hope you are leaving a little bit smarter about either crypto or DeFi. Like and subscribe to help support the channel. Check out our webpage at dadsdefispace.org. And if you really want to consider developing your DeFi game, check out Crypto Labs Research Underdog Investment Group, the best DeFi private community in this space. And if you're interested in trading on a non KYC exchange, check out our link from Weeks, $30,000 of USDT. Or if you're not interested, maybe Blowfin or BitUnix. The links in the description are affiliates, but they do help support the channel. Again, thank you and have a grateful day. Peace.